Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. In today's episode, we got this 2024 Cadillac Escalade Premium in our shop. We're in the process of doing full front end paint protection film installation on it. And in this video, I'm gonna take you guys through how I'm gonna install the front fenders. So enough of me talking, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna start spraying down my fender with slip solution. And I got my pre-cut template right here. I'm gonna take and create a dry spot right here and over there as well too. And I'm gonna pull the film back, just gonna stick it to the panel. Doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. We can get there later. And now I'm just gonna pull the liner out from behind the film. There we go. Okay, now you're gonna notice I went from having my spray keg to a spray bottle. I did not check my solution level to make sure I had enough solution for this. So we're gonna have to do it with the bottle for this fender. So there we go. I have enough slip solution behind the film that I can move the fender around with just one hand, which is perfect. Now, where do we start? We're gonna start over here in the top corner. So, got my tack solution behind the film. Got that tacked down, that's good. Now, I'm gonna pull the film back over here. A little bit hard to do with the hood open, but we're gonna make do with it. That's good. Now, you can see that the film is starting to pop up. So I'm just gonna put a bit more tack solution behind the film there. There we go, that's good. Now I'm gonna get on the chair, get nice and low down to the bottom of the fender over here. Now I'm going to stretch the PPF into place right over here. I got that lined up. And I got that tacked down as well. That's good. We will be wrapping the PPF on the inside of the fender. We'll get to that a little bit later. And there we go, that's good. Now we're gonna come up here. I'm pulling the film back, I'm getting more slip solution behind the film. Now as you can see, we have a little bit of stretch to get the film lined up. This is perfectly normal. It's the only way that you're gonna get the film to take the shape of the fender is by actually stretching the film into place. So what I'm going to do, spray a bit of tack solution right there. I'm going to stretch the film, and then I'm just going to hold it there with my hand. And there we go, got that tacked down. Now I got to do a little bit of stretching to get this lined up. And that's perfect. It's actually a little bit on the low side. Yeah, so I gotta lift this up. Still a bit on the low side. And there we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, you can see this area right over here where the film is popped up. I'm just going to lift this up a little bit, get some more slip solution underneath the film. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to line up this bottom corner here first, just because when I pull this down and get this lined up, this whole edge just lines up better. There we go. Now up here, there we go. Now just a little bit of stretch right along this edge just to get this lined up nicely. That's perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up over here. I'm just going to start at the top, right on this body line, and I'm going to start pulling all the solution down. Now, to get rid of this air pocket, just gonna lift the film up. There we go. I'm gonna come over here from this side. And that is absolutely perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and pull the film back here, and I'm going to flush out the slip solution underneath the film with my tack solution. Now as you can see, it's lifted up, so before I get carried away with wrapping this edge, I have to squeegee this down. That's good. And then I'm just going to take my thumb. I'm just going to run my thumb right along this edge just like so. This is going to get the film wrapped nicely. Not 100%, as you can see. Sometimes solution can pop back onto the actual fender side there, so I'm just going back and forth with my finger just to make sure that none of that's happening, and it's not. So now I'm going to wrap this inside edge, but I need to pop the door open. Now to do this, I'm just going to pull the film back. There we go, that's good. Now, I'm starting on this body line. I'm wrapping the edge right around there first, because that'll be the hardest point to wrap if I leave it for last. So, I just gotta get a little bit more tack solution behind the film. I'm just gonna take my thumb, just gonna roll that around that corner. That's good. And we'll come up from the top here. Get that wrapped. And then make sure that everything's down in front there. And that's good. Now, obviously I need to post heat that yet, but we can start wrapping the film on the inside of the engine bay there. All right, so I'm just taking my tack solution, spraying it behind the film, just to flush out that slip solution that was there. And I'm gonna come over here, and it's kind of hard to see underneath the hood, but instead of starting at the back corner, I'm actually starting on this body line right here, this corner. If I can get that down, then it just helps get everything else down. There we go. And there we go. That is a done fender from start to finish. All that's left to do, obviously, is to let it dry out and to post heat it. But that's how you install Cadillac Escalade front fender, including wrapping all the edges. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, as we got more paint protection film content, including step-by-step how to install PPF on the front bumper.